are you in the CIA? What about that theory?
Ooh.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Who's they?
I don't know, but I feel
No,
like I feel like I've seen people post that on your Twitter, like you're a CIA agent. Haven't you seen that? You've seen that on your own Twitter.
They say I'm deep state. They don't necessarily.
They say I'm not a CIA, but I've heard people be like, "You're deep state." I've heard that. What do you say to those?
I wish I had my folder with me. So here's what they've done to me since I started exercising my First Amendment in my personal capacity. They kicked me out from being an instructor at the Defense Intelligence Agency, right?
Yeah.
They kicked me off of all the contracts that I was on. Now, I was going to be making some pretty serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So were you making good money with those contracts? And as an instructor, does that, I mean, I'm guessing
I had several contracts.
Figures, but is it like...
It was well into six figures.
Yeah, okay.
Like halfway towards 7, okay? And so, but not just several contracts, right? Annually. And then I was canceled off of all that. And then they went after me by Benny Thompson contacted Ali Mayorkas.
The guy that put together the January 6th.
For him to put me on the Quiet Skies program. And so not only did they boot me off of...
you can't fly?
They had me, they did the Fourth Amendment gang rape of me every time I traveled. That made me miss flights so that I couldn't go and speak with state legislatures to convince them to decertify the 2020 election in Arizona, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania.
Can you fly now?
So they allowed me to fly, but they wanted to harass me and find something on me. And what I did was, just like you do, I turned on the camera and completely shit all over them and embarrassed them. Because I would say, like, hey, man, before you start gang raping me with your Fourth Amendment gang raping me, please read the first sentence of the Fourth Amendment. And then I'd have them read it out loud.
What is the first sentence?
It's unreasonable searches and seizures,
okay,
right? Yeah. So after they read it, I said, you're now on notice. You're going to be personally held. If you want to be personally held liable, you're going to continue to go ahead and Fourth Amendment gang rape me. And they're like, well, you don't have to fly. I'm like, yeah, I do, because I'm trying to go to a place to exercise my First Amendment. So anyway, we played that battle, and then once I had a meeting with the TSA administrator when he testified before Congress to beg money of the House, I had also communicated with the chairman of the Homeland Security Committee, Congressman Green, and we kind of set the framework. I said, we can play this two ways, just like they do to us. I turned it back on him. We can play this two ways. You can either risk your position, your salary, et cetera, and continue to weaponize against me, or we can play nice guy, go ahead and remove me off of this list, and then you're not going to be on my deep state target list. He opted to remove himself off my deep state target list, and now I can travel freely.
Wow, that's insane. I mean, it kind of sounds like blackmail, though, right?
I don't know if it's blackmail. It's just, hey, I'm giving you the options of either you're going to receive political pain.
I get it.
And I'm not going to stop.
You're fearless. You're always in D.C. I feel like they would kill me if I was up there. Are you ever worried about that?
They can try.
Are you worried? Are you not worried about that?
FAFO.
And
I'm not joking, Alex.
I know. And
I'm all in. Like,
do you carry when you're in D.C.? Can you carry in D.C.?
No comment.
No comment. But are people allowed, Jimmy, are you allowed to have a gun in D.C., or are they crazy about that?
So I'll tell you this. The rules are that if you have a concealed carry that's certified by Washington, D.C., then you can go ahead and move around. But you can't be on federal territory. So when you're in Congress, in the whole of Congress, you can't do that unless you're actually federal agent and you court. Wow. Here's the deal. It's very easy.
Seth Rich, they killed Seth Rich, right?
Very easy. When you ask that question, Alex, you're not ready psychologically to go to the mat with me.
No, I'm not. I don't want to go to the mat. I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah, but I need you to.
Well, but I go to the mat with the Bureau. They're trying to investigate Donald Trump and put him in jail. I mean, I don't
give a... You know what? I don't give a flying fuck. They've investigated me 20 times over. And you know what that does? That means I and my teams investigate those individual agents that are investigating me. And in the process, I red pill the fuck out of them as they listen to me. And then while they're doing that, I'm identifying dirt on them, their family. I know everything about these individuals. And I have dirt on every single one of them. So if you don't want to be fucked with, don't fuck with me. So they did the FA, now it's my turn, and I'm going to continue to do the FO, and I'm going to mobilize federal government officials, state officials, and county officials to fucking crush these scumbags. We castrate the deep state, #1, and then we're going to globally crush the commies. With or without an election, and with or without a President Trump, albeit it would be a lot easier if we have a President Trump. But we're going to do it with or without him.
That is a military guy right there. I feel like I'm in the military with you right now. Just the motivation, just the way you say and speak, is very, very intense. I would not want to mess with you at all. I mean, no.
I'm being docile right now.
No! But this is a message to the deep state. If I were you, I wouldn't mess with Ivan. But if they mess with me, I'm toast. What do you mean? Are you not worried about them planting evidence in an investigation?
They've tried 3 times. I called local law enforcement, identify it.
They put something on your computer, say you're looking at something?
Not yet, but, well, I take precautions. I take precautions.
What an episode, Jimmy. Is Ivan not the most... Ivan, you might be the most intense guy we've ever had on this show, Jimmy. Would you agree?
Being diplomatic here. What are you talking about?
You are being fair. I'm just saying, Ivan, you go after the deepest, hardest people, most powerful people.
Who are these scum? Nancy Pelosi. What? Who cares?
Well, Alex, he also...
Mike Pence, your beloved Mike Pence. Same thing. Total
Jimmy's
scumbag.
beloved Mike Pence, but yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
I love
Jimmy,
Mike Pence. But Alex, he also did something that no guest has ever asked, and I wanted to... I didn't tell you, because he called me this morning. He wanted to meet Sarah, and he said, also... Does Sarah speak Spanish? Like, is she fluent?
I was the Spanish thing she does.
So Ivan, I'm just wondering, what was your plan? Were you just going to go up to her and say, hola, me llamo Ivan?
Well, he speaks multiple languages.
No, pero yo hablo español, ruso, francés y un poco de árabe.
So you were planning on doing that.
We should have introduced you. I would have introduced you.
it's about being...
You should have asked Jimmy. You should ask me.
It's about establishing rapport. And for the haters out there like, oh, he never answered the question about CIA. No, I'm not CIA. The reason why I answered the way I did is because they've weaponized against me. Hopefully that should be street cred and evidence.
That should be
these
street
fucking
cred.
scumbags are coming after me, right? Meaning, the John Brennans of the world, right? The Christopher Wrays. When I confront Chris Wray when he's testifying in Congress, guess what they do to him? They triple his security detail when they see that I'm there because they know I'm going to operate within the law, exercising my First Amendment in a territory that they don't have control over, but the House Sergeant at Arms, if it's in the House, or the Senate Sergeant at Arms does. Both of them know exactly who I am. Bill McFarland, House Sergeant at Arms, and Karen Gibson, Senate Sergeant at Arms, that works for Schumer. They all know who I am. They know I operate within the law. It's legal, moral, and ethical. I'm there to embarrass them. And so they circle FBI Director Christopher Ray Epps, I call him, because they don't want to have the video of me confronting him in close proximity. So they literally box me out. And obviously I can't push my way through to come and confront him.
way.
So then when they do that, I look at him as like, yeah, good job. You got me. Because that's all you can do to protect your little scumbag.
People do like that content. I mean, you're doing a good job when it gets millions of hits on the internet, you exposing these politicians. And I do that, but I'm saying I would be more scared to go after Christopher Wray than AOC because I feel like Christopher Wray is way more powerful than AOC.
Somebody has to do it, Alex. Since no one else is.
That's why
if somebody else did it, I wouldn't be doing this.
You are a beast. You're there every day. You put in the legwork. A lot of people, like for the Ivan Raiklin haters, the Raiklin haters, the Rakers, I don't know if they need some nickname because the haters, but they hate, but you put in the legwork, dude. And I think that's where
you got to do it digitally and physically, and you do the same thing.
Yeah.
You go to these hearings. Yeah. You do the same thing at the local level.
I do it at the local level.
Which has massive impact. Now, you get more... I guess views on it because mine is more pedantic.
Comedy. Yeah,
yours is more comedy.
Yeah. So that's why it only gets more views. But I think people actually appreciate yours more than mine. I mean, people appreciate what I do.
Wonder Twin Powers activate local and national.
Let's go.
We dominate these scumbags.
Jimmy, we're gonna go after every public meeting.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why.